Long ago, in a land called Israel, there lived a man named Elijah. He wasn't rich, he wasn't a king, but he was something even more important. He was a prophet. That means he delivered messages from God to the people. Now, during Elijah's time, Israel had a big problem. The king, Ahab, was leading the people far away from God. He and his queen Jezebel encouraged everyone to worship fake gods, idols like Baal, instead of the one true God. The people followed along, forgetting who had truly given them life, food, and rain. One day, God gave Elijah a tough message to deliver. Elijah marched right up to King Ahab. Imagine standing before a powerful, angry king, and said bravely, "As surely as the Lord, the God of Israel, lives, there will be no dew or rain in the next few years, until I say so. A drought. No rain, no crops, no food, nothing to drink." It was a bold warning. God was showing the people that Baal, the so-called god of rain and storms, had no power at all. Only the true God controlled the rain. But of course, this made Ahab furious. Jezebel wanted Elijah dead, so God told Elijah to go hide. Elijah escaped to a quiet place, a hidden valley by a small brook called Kerith. There, God did something amazing. Every morning and evening, ravens, yes, blackbirds, brought Elijah bread and meat to eat, and he drank from the brook. Imagine that. No grocery stores, no helpers, just birds, obeying God, feeding Elijah in the middle of nowhere. But after a while, because of the drought, even the brook dried up. This story teaches us some powerful lessons. First, it reminds us that true power comes from God, not from idols, fame, or leaders who forget what's right. Second, it shows us that even when times are hard, even in a drought, God takes care of those who trust him. And third, Elijah's courage shows us that standing up for what's right might not be easy, but it's always worth it. This was only the beginning of Elijah's incredible journey. But through this drought, God was calling his people to wake up, remember who he is, and turn back to him. Even in dry seasons, trust that God provides. The story of Elijah's drought. First, God is in control, not false gods. The people of Israel believed Baal, a false god, controlled the rain. But when Elijah announced the drought and the skies closed for years, it became clear. Only the true God has real power. This teaches us not to put our trust in fake promises or man-made idols. Whether it's money, fame, or anything else, we rely on more than God. Speaking the truth takes courage. Elijah stood up to King Ahab and Queen Jezebel, even though it put his life at risk. He spoke truth in a time when most people were going the wrong way. That takes guts. This reminds us, doing what's right isn't always easy, but it matters. 3. God provides in unexpected ways. While Elijah was in hiding, God fed him using ravens, wild birds, and gave him water from a brook. This shows us that God can take care of us in ways we'd never expect, even in our toughest moments. It encourages us to trust him, even when the path ahead looks dry and uncertain. 4. Hard times can wake us up spiritually. The drought was a wake-up call for Israel, a way for God to get their attention and call them back to him. Sometimes when we go through dry seasons in life, times of struggle or silence, there are opportunities to pause, reflect, and turn our hearts back to what really matters.
Hi, friends. If you enjoyed this story and feel inspired, there's so much more where that came from. On this channel, we dive into uplifting, faith-filled content to encourage you in your journey. If you're looking for more inspiring Bible stories, lessons of hope, and moments to strengthen your faith, hit that subscribe button now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's grow in faith and share God's love with the world. See you in the next video.